Hi guys, today we are going to Ranong. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you are having a wonderful day. Well, as you can see, I'm back on the scooter and I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. We are going to be doing what they call a visa run, or in my case a visa stamp. This video is to give you an idea if you are intending to stay in Thailand long term, or whether it be through marriage, retirement or some other visa. Obviously, depending on the visa you have, you may need to renew the stamp every 5 months. Now, there are quite a few options for people either visiting Thailand or staying here, but my particular visa allows me to stay up to 5 months per entry into the country, and this is made up of 90 days on the actual visa. At the end of this period, I then go to my local immigration office, in my case situated in Phuket town. I can then further extend for another 60 days, giving me a total stay of 5 months. Now, after this period of time, I am then required to leave the country. So guys, we are now traveling up to Ranong, the border checkpoint, where I will be exiting Thailand and entering over into Myanmar. Now, once I have left Thailand, I do not need to reapply for a new visa, because my visa is valid for 1 year and is multi-entry. So each time I enter the country, as I say, I get given 90 days on entry. What we are going to be doing today is passing through Thai immigration, where I will receive my stamp to say I have left Thailand. I will then board a boat and cross over into Myanmar. Now, the trip from Phuket to Ranong is roughly 320 kilometers each way. I want to try and do this trip in 1 day. Last time I went on my larger bike and stayed overnight, but being honest guys, the seats on my larger bike are not very comfortable, especially distances over 400 kilometers. And as the wife is also coming along, she is not keen on my big bike, one because of the power of the bike, and secondly, as I say, the seats are not very comfortable. So we have decided to take the PCX along this time. We are hoping to do the trip in 1 day. However, the PCX is of course slower than my larger bike. So we left this morning a little before 5 AM. It is currently just before 8 AM, so we are now well on the way. The weather's been a little bit unpredictable. We've had a few light showers, nothing major, but I'm hoping to be in Ranong around 10 to 10:30, which should give us enough time to cross over the borders and get back into Thailand, so that we can make our way in the afternoon back to Phuket. Now, as I mentioned earlier guys, there are quite a few visa options when visiting Thailand, whether it be for a short holiday or intending to stay here long term. But on this particular video, I don't want to go into too much detail as regards the other visas, as I will be doing a separate video in the near future dedicated to this topic. This is more to give you an idea of what is involved in a visa run or a visa renewal stamp. Now, as always guys, if you have not already subscribed to this channel, you can do so by clicking any of the available subscribe buttons, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank you in advance for subscribing to my channel. Okay guys, we are just coming into Ranong now. Now guys, there are a few things you are going to need to allow you to do the border crossings. Obviously this will vary from visa to visa, but in my case I need my passport. I also need to make sure that I have the landing card that I filled out and that was attached to my passport by the immigration officer when I entered the country. Next, I need 2 photocopies of my main page in the passport, which is my photograph page, and I also need a $10 bill, which I will explain the reasons why shortly. Should you forget your photocopies of your passport, you can get them done just outside the checkpoint. There are a few shops with photocopying machines, but of course there is a fee. The border crossing is fairly easy to find. It is situated on Chalong Frakiat Road behind a petrol station, as you will see. There is also a small 7-Eleven situated at the petrol station with a limited amount of parking. Now as you come onto the petrol station, you may be approached by some touts. Obviously they'll be aware you are a foreigner and more than likely crossing over the border, and will try to sell you their services. Now whether you decide to take them up on their offer or not is entirely up to yourself. You don't need their services to cross the border. If they tell you you need their services, that is not correct. You don't. Personally, I don't use the touts, but as I say, that is down to individual. All you need to do is just say no thank you and make your way over to the border crossing. As you make your way inside, you will need to turn right and make your way over to the far corner to the 2 windows marked immigration, arrival and departure. Once you have stamped out, guys, you need to make your way over to where the boats are moored up. You are going to need to negotiate the fee for the crossing with the boat owner. Now last time I paid 600 baht a return, and that seems to be the average price. However, this time I'm with the wife and she is doing the negotiations, and she has managed to get the crossing for both of us a return for 300 baht. So that's 50 baht each way for her and 100 baht for myself each way. So obviously guys, if you are able to speak good Thai, you may be able to get the crossing for a better price. Normally the crossing takes 20 to 30 minutes depending on how often the boat stops. Now sometimes obviously the boat owner may make a few unscheduled stops. It's nothing to worry about. You will have to stop twice at 2 checkpoints, one in Thailand and one as you approach Myanmar. Of course you will need to give the boat owner your passport so they can be checked. They will return your passport straight after the checkpoints. Now you should be aware guys, the first checkpoint you come to in Myanmar is not their immigration, so you are going to need to clear immigration once you arrive, and this guys is where the $10 comes into play. Now I'll be perfectly honest here, I don't know if you are planning to stay any length of time here, whether you still have to pay the $10, but what the $10 is actually for is to allow you to stamp in and stamp out. As I'm not going to be spending any time here, all I want to do is basically enter the country and then leave it straight away, allowing me to make my way straight back to Thailand and stamp in through Thai immigration. Now guys, the banknote you need to bring really needs to be a new one. They are very fussy over here as regarding banknotes. If they are ripped or folded in any way, they will not accept them. Now if for any reason you forget your $10 or can't get hold of a brand new one, you can get one before you go through Thai immigration from one of the touts. However, just bear in mind you will pay a little bit more. Please don't fold the $10 note because they won't accept it. Once you arrive guys, you are going to need to make your way straight up to immigration, which is only a few minutes away from where the boat will dock. Of course, you are going to need to remember where the boat is moored for your return journey. Now, sometimes the guys who run the boats will offer to take you up to immigration if you are unsure where it is. I actually knew where it was, but the guy offered anyway. Immigration is very easy to find. When you leave the boat, you just go left, follow that road up for a few minutes, and you will see some buildings on your left-hand side, and that is the immigration. Once you are there, just make your way through to the immigration office, go inside, hand over your passport including the $10. The guys in there are really friendly, no problem at all. They will stamp you in and stamp you out, and really guys, that's all there is to it. It takes literally a few minutes. Each time I've been, there's been no queue whatsoever, so as I say, it's a very quick process. Once you have cleared immigration, you can make your way back to the boat. The guys who run the boats may ask you whether you want to purchase any alcohol or cigarettes, as it's duty free over here. Now the first visit I didn't bother, but seeing as it's coming up to Christmas, I decided to buy a bottle of rum, and I managed to get a litre bottle of rum for 150 baht, which I thought would be nice for Christmas. Of course, I don't know whether it's going to be any good, but for 150 baht, I'm willing to take the gamble. Normally you get 20 to 30 minutes to have a quick look around the shops to purchase any cigarettes and alcohol, while the guys on the boats are trying to get customers for the return journey. On the return journey back to Thailand, you will stop at the same 2 checkpoints as you did on the way out. Now you should have been given a arrivals and departure card when you stamped out of Thailand. This is something you're going to need to fill in when you get back to Ranong, and then make your way through Thai immigration, stamping back in. And really guys, that's all there is to it. One other thing I'd like to mention, if you are planning on doing this visa run for an exemption visa, you should be aware that at Ranong now they are only accepting 2 per year. So if you have any more than 2 exemption visas in 1 year, they will not accept you into the country at Ranong. Well guys, as always, I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please do remember to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please post them in the comments section down below and I will do my best to answer them. And don't forget guys, I have a second channel, Tune to the Limit. Well guys, as it's Christmas, I would like to take this opportunity to wish all my subscribers a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So until next time guys, thanks for watching and I will catch you on the next one.